Hello everyone, long time no chat. The last video I did was about nearly a month ago, I think, and as you know, I was getting really into it. I was loving the editing, I was loving the filming, like I was getting super into it. And after I posted the last video I posted, we actually had a family death, and I'm gonna really try not to cry because it has been the hardest thing I have ever been through in my entire existence on this planet. My cousin passed away, he was 17, and I won't get into all the ins and outs, but yeah, he passed away very suddenly. I obviously didn't work, didn't film, didn't do anything. I've been back and forward, they all live in Reading, I've been back and forward, up and down on the train as much as I can. Still trying to do a bit of work, obviously, because the bills don't stop just because you've had like something bad happen. I did take a week off, me and my sister did, and my dad, but we were a very close family, so this has hit extremely hard. But I got back from Reading 2 days ago. I was there for like 5 days, and since being there, that's kind of brought me a lot of peace. We spent a lot of time with my cousin's friends, who obviously are going through something just as rough as we are as his family. I spent a lot of time with my cousins, who are obviously his sisters, my auntie and uncle, and my nan and granddad are actually staying in like a cabin nearby that's like really secluded to where they live, so my auntie and uncle and cousins are able to go there and like have a bit of peace and not worry about running into anyone. But I'm home now until Sunday, and then me and Adam are going back up and down in the same day next Sunday because there's a charity thing going on. But I'm really trying to get myself back into a good routine, and I feel like these videos are a good place to start because they make me feel really good and really productive kind of at the same time, and it also just brings me a lot of joy. And this is obviously a very Debbie Downer start of the video, so it's not going to be like this. I've got other things I can do. Me and my cousin did a shop. We went shopping whilst we were in Reading, which was fun. Regretted doing it because I had to drag it all back on the train. So I have got a haul to do for you in this video as well. It's just a Monday, you know, like I would normally film. I also have my tattoo done for him, which is the hospital give you key rings. Let me show you the actual key. The hospital give you these key rings, me, my sister, and then his 2 sisters, obviously. And they're these key rings, and they've got like the heart is obviously hollow, and he's got them with him, and I obviously didn't want to ever take that anywhere with me, so I decided to get it tattooed on me, and I love it, and the guy did such an amazing job, so that's healing at the moment. I've obviously got extremely bad sunburn on my chest, so I'm trying to just wait for that to turn chocolate. What else have I got to update you on? Not much. I did actually take a few video clips when I was in Reading, just because there was some really, really nice things we did as a family, which is just so important. And I didn't want to like romanticize, obviously. I didn't know if I was going to put them in because I didn't want to like romanticize the fact that, you know, I wouldn't have been there for those 5 days. I wouldn't have been able to get off work and stuff if it wasn't for what happened. So I didn't want to like make it look really magical. But I also think, you know, it's really important to still have those nice moments to like look back on. And you know, they do say that things like this bring family really close together, and I think we were already close, but you know, but yeah, I just wanted to come and start this video by explaining a little bit about where I've been, what I've been putting up with. I obviously did want to start like that girl talk series. Obviously we did like one video and then stopped filming for a little bit, so I was thinking about maybe doing a video like that on like bereavement and, you know, death, which is sad, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it yet because that's really sad, and obviously we still haven't even had the funeral in terms of like closure for us as a family. But yeah, that's where I've been, that's what I've been going through. I'm gonna put in a few clips of what me and my cousin got up to. I stayed with her. I'll put that in, and then we'll move on with the actual video. first thing I bought is actually these pyjama bottoms that I'm wearing. They are like, got like a red stripe down the side, and then they've got like different patterns all over them. They're really cute. They're only from Primark. And yeah, I kind of feel like you can kind of get away with maybe wearing them out. I wore them back on the train. And then the next thing I got is this long white skirt, which I wore yesterday, so it's got a mark on it. Let's not look at that. And it's like tie up, and I think really this would look the best over like a swimming costume, and we are going on holiday in August, so that's really nice. And then my cousin actually bought the same one, so we're gonna be matching, which is super cute. The next thing I bought are these claw clips, which are like Aperol Spritz and an orange. And if you know me at all, I am an Aperol Spritz enthusiast. I bloody love them. On Saturday, I went round to my parents when I got home, and I had an Aperol Spritz in my hair whilst drinking an Aperol, which these are super cute. And then finally, I didn't get too much stuff again because I did have to get the train home, so if I went mental, that would have been an ordeal, and I already had like a massive suitcase. I bought this yellow dress, and it's like got this like gold detailing, and it's got like a really, you stop saying like, and it's got like a funky back, and looks like that, and it's really long, and it's just stunning. We were supposed to go out, me and Adam were going to go out for dinner last night, but we ended up not going because I wanted to watch Soccer Aid. But I was going to wear that, so I'm really excited to wear that dress. But yeah, that's the haul. Like I said, I didn't buy that much. There was a few bits that like I potentially would have bought, I think maybe if I was at home, but I just couldn't drag more than that back on the train when I already had stuff to bring back. I think I'm gonna get dressed and I'm gonna go into town and get a coffee, just to get out of the house. It's quite fresh today, so I just want to put my headphones on and like, you know, get some fresh air. And then I do need to unpack all of my stuff from last week, but I just really can't be bothered to do that at the moment. I also do need to sort my hair out. I think it is going to just be another chuck some dry shampoo in it sort of day. Home now. I was going to get a coffee in town, but I ended up not, because the coffee shop I go to was so busy and I did not have the patience today to be queuing. So I've just come back and I've got the kettle on to make myself a coffee here, and I am going to start watching for the second time, I've watched it once already, Off Campus. This is probably the most basic bitch thing of me ever, but these are the sort of shows that I just get obsessed with, like Heated Rivalry, all that sort of thing. I also wanted to just say that I watched Soccer Aid last night, and I think I mentioned it before that Tom Hiddleston is my, I can't even call it a crush, it's like an obsession. And watching him talk very passionately about all of the kids and the stuff that goes on in this world just made me love him even more, because I just found that very attractive. So yeah, I watched that and had a Nando's last night. I'm waffling, I'm making coffee, and we're going to start watching Off Campus for the second time, because what a better way to spend your day off than watching attractive men ice skate and fall in love. Well, let's go.